Anger management. Rohit was a good cricketer and a talented batsman. He had everything fine going for him. He was selected for the school team, enjoyed his cricket immensely, and had notched up impressive totals in the selection trials. His batting talent was praised by none other than the district sports officer, and he had a bright future in the game. If only he could control his touchy temper. Angry outbursts kicking the stumps, verbal spats with bowlers and fielders, flinging the bat away had dampened his brilliance on the pitch. The umpires had often rebuked him, and he had been made to sit out in a few matches on account of his unrestrained conduct. His cricket coach decided it was time for some straight talk with his promising trainee. It was the first match of the inter-school cricket tournament, and Rohit was hot in the cheeks already. The continuous sledging by the opponent's wicket-keeper and close-in fielders was getting to him.
Come on, sissy, show us your willow,
Remarked the second slip caustically.
Scared ninny.
Taunted the wicket-keeper. The next ball bounced up sharply from the Goodland spot and struck him painfully on the ribs, and Rohit was ragging.
Go home, mama's little boy.
Laughed the short leg. That was all Rohit could take. Bat raised, he charged at the boy. The umpire intervened and Rohit was clean bowled the very next ball. He had lost his concentration on account of his anger and paid the price for it,
That is exactly what they wanted you to do.
said his coach blandly.
You played right onto their tactics to unsettle you.
Rohit was despondent and very angry with those boys, and with himself also.
What am I to do, sir?
He wailed.
I can't stand these taunts. It's so unfair.
It happens in every sport, Rohit.
The coach said gently.
You must learn to concentrate on your game and take these things in your stride.
He reasoned. Rohit resented unfair play, be it bullying or name-calling. He said so.
Tell me, how important is cricket to you?
The coach queried.
Very much so, sir.
Rohit said proudly.
It's what I myself enjoy the most. Plan to make a future in it.
You want to excel every time and take your game too seriously. That puts a lot of stress on you. Also, since you play fair, you expect the same from others. When they don't, you lose your temper.
Explained the coach.
What then should I do?
Rohit was eager to know.
Learn to gain control over your emotions. Recognize anger when it overcomes you. Notice how your body reacts.
The coach elaborated.
Notice your posture, breathing, body temperature and heart rate change.
Rohit looked confused.
When you do that, the mind focuses away from negative emotions, anger in your case. Recognize the emotion engulfing you at the very outset. You'll have enough time to respond in a better considered manner, or not at all.
The coach said.
But having recognized the onset of rage, how do I control it?
Rohit was still clueless.
Channel your anger into a positive direction. Try reacting in a totally opposite manner when angry. Try humming a popular tune, force yourself to smile, picture your favorite cricket star talking to you, praising your game. Anything that takes away your mind from the emotion welling up inside you is welcomed.
The coach averred.
Your anger should spur you to play better and spite your tormentors.
It was a quarter-final match and Rohit was at the crease. The game was poised tightly and a lot depended on how he performed with the bat. A fresh over began and the first ball angled sharply away from him. He was lucky not to get a snick.
The ball is too small for you, kid.
Teased the gully.
Scared baby?
Shouted the cover. Rohit felt his cheeks flush. His fists clenched over the handle of his bat. And then he recalled the coach's words.
I just won't react. They're trying to get me angry and make me lose my concentration.
he told himself. Instead, he applied all his attention on the game. The next ball was a good one that came up to his waist high. Rohit timed his pull superbly, and the ball flew over to the cover boundary for 4 runs.
Yes,
Rohit pumped his fist in exultation, noticing that he was no longer hot in the cheeks, his anger having melted away. The flurry of strokes continued, and it was Rohit who scored the winning runs, a perfect square cut for 4. He was declared the man of the match.
So, my angry young boy has finally become a man.
Gushed the coach, embracing Rohit tightly.
I'm proud of you, son. You have prevailed over yourself. And now you can prevail over the world.
Positive ways of dealing with anger. Think it out. Relax and try to think of ways to solve the issue. Talk it out. Sharing your feelings with an elder whom you can trust gives the anger a positive outlet. If you are angry with someone, just try to tell him how you feel without becoming rude or violent. Write it out. It is nice to have a diary to write your feelings in. Let off the steam. Just letting your anger out in a quiet place is a great way of dealing with it. Channel anger into creative activities. Often diverting the mind into doing something different and creative can go a long way in managing feelings of annoyance and anger. Relax. Listening to soothing music, doing yoga, exercising, and meditating also help in calming the mind and emotions in a positive way. Counting to 10 and then letting out a deep breath works all the time. These surely are some effective ways of dealing with anger. Moreover, they all have one very crucial thing in common, that is, they do not cause harm to oneself or others.